the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the 15-year veteran Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers as they take on a man back for a 16th NFL season, Eli Manning and the New York Football Giants. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at Metlife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, I hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. 38-year-old Eli Manning heading out to lead the Giants. Look at the numbers, show how good Eli has been over the years. 7th all-time in passing yards, 8th in touchdowns, 7 4,000-yard seasons. Throwing on first down is Manning. It's hauled in by Shepard now. 1st and 10. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. These are his...
Start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
From the gun, it's Manning. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line.
The 3rd year back from BYU, Jamaal Williams. On 2nd down, it's Williams.
We praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body.
On 1st down, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible? Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Williams. Up to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Flushed out right. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning.
Start, we're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off? Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers, and this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The connection made. It's Graham. They'll try and run for it on first. Williams. He'll get it up the middle. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And they convert now on 3rd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers. Touchdown number 18 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now.
Got the Vikings and the Seahawks from CenturyLink Field at 8:15. Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. And that is incomplete. Game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now Manning. Rodgers going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man. That's Allison. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Orlando, coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the... On 2nd and 7, Rodgers, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamaal Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point.
Important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. Script, I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points. Shotgun now for Manning. Manning will try again on second down. And that... Again, it's Manning. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Now, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Busts through the tackle, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants defense working their way back onto the field now. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. To it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. Rodgers throwing again. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. On first down, Rodgers. This is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jimmy Graham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion. Start out 1st and 10. Throwing now is Manning. He'll get that complete to 34. One final try now for Manning. He's going to let this one go for into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was the visiting Bears who come in and get the victory on the road. 14-13, the final score in a tight one. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans. And our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown.
From the 36, Rodgers looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on position.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. Oh, spinning away. And he'll be up. Again, it's Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman.
And flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So far. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And Green Bay getting ready to go.
Shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot.
Again, it's Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a long. On third down, here's Williams. And he's going to on first and 10, here's Rodgers. And Graham's got it, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. To not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone one to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And in 3. Now Rodgers. Flush to his right. Looks to throw, fires right side. 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing is Manning. Throwing again. Manning. And that'll be incomplete. As I'm staring at a 3rd and 10. Manning going to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in.
So I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here with this lead and the football and preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense.
On second down and 4, Rodgers. Toward the end.
Get there and make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Good job, D. Good job.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important
to the next one.
So the fumble recovery, and now Manning. It's complete to Golden Tate.
Let's make these babies cry. Go.
Manning now to throw. He got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of the second half, started 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
All that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard.
And fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley.
Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Saquon Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Manning turns and gives this to Gallman. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Manning. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 times. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Down. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He'll get this off to Jamaal Williams.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because they'll have all that time to find. So he dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
5 good enough for the first down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Green Bay, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles.